What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we're back with another video. Road to 300 subscribers, of course, and the game ended like 2 hours ago, an hour ago, and this was a good game. Like, I can admit, I took a nap in the middle of the game, but I woke up just in time for the fourth quarter, and I got to witness what a hell of a finish. But some of them, I rewatched some of the highlights in the first half, and it looked like the Nuggets finally got it done, and they got it done in Denver, and they needed this win, and this was with the help of Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. finally stepped up and had a big game tonight, and he had 21 points, 8 rebounds, and I showed him shooting contested three-pointers, which we were accustomed to seeing Michael Porter Jr. do all season or in the playoffs since he became a starter in this league. That's what MPJ has done, and he hasn't had it this season, this playoffs, because obviously he's dealing with basically one shoulder, but he showed up and showed out tonight. Played 42 minutes tonight, and he was out there in overtime. He didn't need Westbrook to go out there and take his spot, which that's good for Denver if Michael Porter Jr. could continue to step up in this series, because I feel like this series is far from over. Like, we're gonna talk about the inexperience, the reason why the Thunder lost this game, but I have a good feeling that the Thunder are going to bounce back. Like, we saw Shai, however he likes to be called. We saw him at the end of the game smiling. People talking about, why is he smiling? I think we could see a big game out of Shai next game, which if he steps up and he has one of the MVP performance, which I heard the MVP is supposed to be announced in 4 days, so it could go to any of these guys. And it's crazy thing is, both of these MVP candidates did not show up tonight. Nikola Jokic in the win, he had 20 points, 8 for 25 from the field, 0 from 10 from the three-point line. And outside of that game one in Oklahoma, he really hasn't showed up in the playoffs. His team has just been really good, and the assistance of Aaron Gordon, the step up at Aaron Gordon, he's really excelled this team. Like, it's crazy how Aaron Gordon expanded his game to being a competent three-point shooter, because I'm pretty sure 2 seasons ago you could just leave him open from three and you'll live with it. Now you can't live with that shit at all. He's gonna knock that bitch down, and that's what he did to obviously help the Nuggets get to OT and obviously win OT. But on the Thunder side, their MVP, Shai, only had 18 and 13. Shai had 18 points. That doesn't happen a lot this season, so that just showed how much he was really struggling, and the defense of the Denver Nuggets really got to him. Like, they stopped him. But I don't see Shai having less than 25. Again, that's how rare this kind of performance is, and J-Dub made me respect him today. Maybe I called him a playoff dropper in the past, but I thought he would be a playoff dropper, but I was completely wrong. The playoff dropper might be Chet, but we're not gonna go there. Because this is only Chet's second season, and this is J-Dub's second season too. I'm just not gonna go there with Chet yet. I believe in Chet, but J-Dub carried the Thunder. He had 32 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. This ultimately ended up being a Robbins duel. It was Jamal Murray versus Jalen Williams, for whoever wanted to go get a bucket. Whoever could score the most buckets on the team or on either team is going to win this game. And obviously Jamal Murray had 27 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. But obviously the series, I feel like, is not over at all by a long shot, because do we think Denver could win back-to-back against this Oklahoma City Thunder team? Because obviously game 2, they blew them out by 43. They made a statement win, but I feel like if the Denver Nuggets keep it close, that's where the Thunder really fold. I feel like they fold under, or this season, in these playoffs, we've seen them fold under pressure. So how can they adjust to the pressure and win these games in the clutch? Like, that's what they're gonna have to do for against the Denver Nuggets if they don't blow them out. Because for the best case scenario for the Denver Nuggets is them keeping it close, and letting their experience come down to the end, and obviously go down there and go win. But yeah, and they did that tonight, and they did that in game 1. Game 1 that only happened because obviously the missed free throws, blah blah blah. That could happen to anybody. That's just not an experienced thing. But tonight probably banked on experience and has people doubting their experience. That's just how the NBA works. Like, you got fans flip-flopping in between, like, with one game. Like, we're not going to do that. We're just not. I'm not going to do that shit. Because I know how good this Thunder team has been this season. And I know how good the Nuggets are, even though people want to undermine them. But in reality, people were talking about an OKC sweep, OKC in 5. I did not see that happen. Denver, I thought Denver was going to put up a fight regardless. Maybe people didn't have the same opinion because they just got out of a long series with the Clippers. They don't have a coach right now. They got their players coaching. But obviously this Denver Nuggets team is championship experience. They have playoff experience. And that's what the Thunder are lacking outside of Alex Caruso. They are lacking playoff experience. So if they could get this one on Game 4 on Sunday, that would be good standing. And then you go back to OKC for Game 5. You win that and try to potentially close out in Game 6. But for Denver side, if you win tonight, if you win on Sunday, that puts you up 3-1. I don't think you probably win in OKC. And then you have another chance to close it at home at Game 6. But I think that's just the best case scenario for the Denver Nuggets if they want to obviously win this series and go beyond to the conference finals. But the Thunder obviously have to clean up their offense in the final stretch because their offense in the final minutes was abysmal. Like they couldn't go get a bucket. They had no plays drawn up. It was just isolation basketball and pray the shot goes in. When Shea has a bad game, you got him still isoing on the top of the key, and I'm pretty sure Shea even knew he wasn't confident in that step back mid range that he took, but it obviously didn't go in, and that was all she wrote. Like the game's over, and it's gonna be exciting, bro. Maybe people didn't look forward to this series because they knew the outcome. I feel like the outcome wasn't expected here. And then the Cavs, I'm not gonna really talk about Cavs Pacers because that was a blowout. I'm really not gonna try to talk about a blowout, but the Cavs got the players back and they dominated. The Pacers tried to come back, but the Cavs weren't having that again. Like they weren't doing that 2 times in a row. That just wasn't happening. And Donovan Mitchell had 43 points, 5 assists, and 9 rebounds. He showed up again. Donovan's not gonna go out like a bitch. Donovan's gonna go out like a G, and he's gonna try his hardest to win. I'm pretty sure the next game they have is on Monday. They're gonna try to win on Monday. But let me know how y'all felt about both of these games tonight. And do y'all think the Denver Nuggets win game 4 on Sunday? Let me know down below. Subscribe. I hope you enjoyed. Nah, if y'all still here, y'all some real ones. But if y'all want to see some more videos, just hit the subscribe button. We post it basically every day. We grinding. And there's a video right there if you want to click that shit. Or I might put 2 up here. But click them. You might like them.